Hey there, Lego fans. Welcome back. Alex here. In this video, we're going to take a look at this section right here. This is a newly created section that I'm very excited about. I was actually planning on, as many of you know, having the amusement park take up this entire table right here, but plans changed. So the amusement park ended up being a lot smaller, and now we have this very defined line dividing the amusement park and the new farm area. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Very happy to actually have this farm in here. It needed space. It really, truly did. It needed space, didn't it? So let's take a look at what we got here in this particular farm. Well, let's look at the livestock first. So we got some cows, we got some chickens, and we got some piggies, and we've also got some dairy cows in there as well, and we got a horse there too. As far as vegetation, what is it growing? Well, it looks like we've got some carrots. We have some corn stock and tomato plants. We're growing some pumpkins there, various other things. And check this out. We got some vines growing here along the railway. I thought that was a cool little use of those pieces. So there you have it. So I don't know if it's like against farm etiquette to have livestock and vegetation. I don't know. I kind of wanted both, so I kind of went with both. So that's how this all turned out. You'll notice that the house, the farmer's house, is actually a creator set from many years ago. This is the apple tree house that was in my residential area. I just ripped that out and plopped it right there, and it works pretty well. I actually wanted to mock a kind of a farmhouse there, but decided against it for the meantime. I got some stuff going on that's taking a lot of my time, like that thing right there, which I'll get into at another time. I wanted to make mention that the corn here, I was going to use these elements right here for the corn stalks, but they'd be obviously this way, if I can get the camera to focus. But it looked horrible. So I was showing my wife Mindy, and she came down and she said, just use those other pieces, little flower elements for it. And you know what? She's right. It does look a lot better. So they do a little bit better as far as kind of showing the realism of corn stalk, I guess. Then I use those pieces for the tomato plants. And I do have tons of these left. I'm like, I spent all that money on buying those darn things and I'm not even going to be using them too. So it is what it is, right? So let's go ahead and check out what's next door. We have this nice pond here. I wanted to have some water here as well. And we have a little bit of a stream here. And yes, this is kind of the farm area. Here, some of your sig figs, actually a lot of sig figs are actually through here. It's kind of fun to see you guys in here. Made a lot of trees, a few more trees, not a lot of trees, but I moved a lot of trees, or some trees over here for this here. And a little bit of a stream there. I need to create a bridge. I forgot, I got to build a bridge there as well for that, so people can kind of get up to the tree house there. But yeah, we have a tent there. This is kind of the new campground area. So we have some people. It's not really off-roading, but it was an area to put some of my more off-road worthy vehicles there as well. So anyway, and then that connects to this little roadway right here. We have the A-frame cabin tucked away here on a little bit of an angle. I do like how that looks. Yeah, it is surrounded by some streets, which, you know, it is what it is when with Lego Cities, and when you're working with a very limited amount of space, right? Redid this whole thing. Looks really slick, nice and clean, with the dark gray stone coming out there. So we have those 3 tunnels there. That's more the parking area. Let me show you this actually, this parking area. I mean, it's not really a parking area, but the train is down there kind of blocking the view, but it's not really much to look at. But I'll move that out of the way here. But it's a good spot to put some of my dormant vehicles, you know. So they're down there. It was good use of that that space there to kind of give them a home away from home, right? So yeah. Oh yeah, and of course, before I go to the back part, I want to show off this. This is so much more detail than not sure where that came from. Okay, but this was a lot of fun to put together. I got away from the boring tiling that I've had here for so long, and went with a more traditional railroad tie kind of look with some gravel in the middle of it there. So yeah, filled in the middle with a lot of dark gray stone plates kind of fill in the middle, and then just kind of detailed this along the way. until it got into the underground there. But yeah, I was really happy to kind of test this out. A lot of pieces. Man, so many pieces are used to create that detailing. But as you can see, it does add a lot of, Shazam to it or whatever. I don't know why I just said that. But anyway, a lot of cobblestone through here for the pathways. Got a lot of those pieces in there as well. That looks okay, I guess. So yeah, that's the farm and the new campground area. And yeah, so it used to be elevated, and I used to have a table extension right here, but darn it, it was causing more problems than it was solving. So I decided just to use the elevated elements for the amusement park. So that's all that is used for. So I took all those out, and you know what? It just worked so much better. And what's cool about that is that I was able to keep the Octan gas station. I was very happy that we were able to keep this because this was going to be removed, like so many gas stations are whenever I do a rebuild. But you know what? It's kind of in relatively close proximity to the Octan station up here, this MOC here. I really like this. It's kind of hidden behind the temple there, but I do like these little MOCs back here. Let me just take a little bit detour of these two right here. It's kind of fun. Now this, I need to clean this up a little bit. It's a little bit, I don't know, messy. I need to make it so that minifigures can actually continue down here. So that does need some attention, I will admit that. But for the most part, very happy I was able to keep the Octan gas station. Made this tunnel entrance more robust. There's some kind of felt showing there, unfortunately. But I do like how that, because this is now the official I'm leaving town road, right? So it used to go along the railroad there, but now this is how you exit Minneapolis. So go around here. This is the entrance to the park. Well, there's a little bit of parking here, not very much, but this is restricted for those traveling on the airport shuttle here. Let's go ahead and get this guy moving. It probably will come right back, which is fine. But it does go on a little bit of an angle there, so I can kind of go down there, and so I didn't have to make it so darn tall. Because these stairs, man, they go a long ways. So didn't want to have to put too many steps in for my minifigs, right? Right, dude? He knows. He knows. All right, and this is, the train station here. It's right along the tracks here, and then it does share a little bit of space here with the space roller coaster. And I do like how the haunted house looks with this rock around it. It's really cool. So that turned out pretty darn good for me there in the end. And yes, we still have the Four Palms, even though it's not really a park, but I kept the name Four Palms because there's 4 palm trees. Have a little bit of a bus stop right there, and then we have this white cobble fence right there separating. What's that guy doing? Is he trying to get over there? I don't know what he's doing. So yeah, that is it's kind of split into two. So they have the front section there is the farm and the campground, and then you have more of a concrete jungle over here with more vehicles, people, and stuff like that. So that is a quick look at the new area, which I'm just going to have to call the farmland for now because that's kind of the more prominent feature here. Now, I'm sure I will probably get some comments saying, yo, Alex, that particular plant or vegetation is not in season with that plant or vegetation. I don't know. I'm not a farmer, so go easy on me on that kind of criticism. Feel free to share that something conflicts in here. That's fine. But I pick this stuff because it looks cool, because it sticks out. Like the bright orange and the yellow and the red and the purple. I think it looks cool, so that's why I chose it. So anyway, also a lot of your sig figs are here, a lot of them actually, and some of you guys I did have to kind of move kind of in boring spots, I guess. So if you want me to move you somewhere else, just let me know, and I'm happy to move you around. Even if you want to move further away in another part of Minneapolis, just let me know, and I'm happy to oblige. All right, guys, that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the new area, and I'll have some more fun stuff here coming out very soon. Until then, you guys have a fantastic day. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.